administrative assistant at Milestones, and I'm also a Goodlife Ambassador for the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities. There's 5 of us with various disabilities, and we go out into the community to instruct people about what it's like to have a disability and the best ways to work with us and include us. I've always loved speaking just because you may have a child with autism, you may work with someone with autism, but that doesn't mean that you know what it's like to actually have autism. So I think it's very important that people who are able to advocate, not just for themselves, but their whole community, can go out and be able to do that. That we aren't just being tolerated or accommodated, but that we are like an actual important part of the community, and we're treated no differently than anybody else. One of the, at least for me, one of the concerns about going out in the community is just the fact that you can't predict what's going to happen. People with autism really like to know what's coming next, or be able to control their sensory experiences around you, and once you leave your house, you kind of can't do that. So that's something I think that might preclude people from going out and doing that. You just have to kind of force yourself to do it, which it seems hard, and it is hard, but you have to. That's the only way you're gonna ever be able to do anything. So I really don't like it when my schedule changes, or like I'm driving somewhere and my fiance says, wait, we need to go to this place first and then we can go to the place we're going to. So you just I personally just take a second to okay, just add that, slot it into the schedule, and then it's part of the schedule. So I just kind of have to look at it like that, not as a surprise, but more as, okay, this is now part of what we're doing. For people who are anxious about that, you're never going to know if you are good at something or if you can do it unless you try it. So you can just stay at home and just think about the possibilities, or you can actually go out and experience them, and you might find something that you never thought you would love to do or love to be a part of. So the Goodlife Ambassadors got to star in a series of videos about community safety, and it's made by the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And there's just different scenarios that not only affect people with disabilities, but really anybody who's going out in the community. Some things that the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. And they also have discussion time in between to let you kind of think, okay, what should I be doing or not be doing as well. A lot of them have to do with strangers, like if you're on the bus and if a stranger is asking you too many questions and you're uncomfortable, or if there's a strange person walking around your car in an empty parking lot, what do you do in that situation? Also about taking rides from people and giving rides to people as well. I drive, which is awesome, but there's also occasions where you get stopped, and when I get stopped, the officers don't realize that I have autism because they don't expect someone with autism to be driving and functioning. So they usually think that I'm on drugs, and I've had my car searched at least 3 times because of it. And I try to explain to them I have autism. The sensory, the lights, the sounds, I wasn't like this while I was driving. It was only when you guys pulled up and stopped me. So that's another area, is really getting first responders to learn about what autism is and realize that I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just incredibly scared right now. So one of the resources it's still a little bit in the beginning, but it's the Cultural Accessibility Consortium, which it's a group of people who are from all over Northeast Ohio with the arts, and then people in the disability community, whether it be physical or mental or developmental disabilities. and we're all getting together to kind of find a way to make Cleveland more accessible to anybody who wants to experience it. So whether that be sensory-friendly days at the museum or tactile exhibits somewhere for people who are blind, it's just a really great way to kind of integrate everybody to the community. I think right now, with people coming together to make Cleveland more inclusive, it's a lot better than it has been. A lot of people are aware of the fact that you can't, if you're not neurotypical or if you don't, you can't move the way the rest of the world does. It's difficult to go out and enjoy the amazing things we have here. So, like for instance, the Q has made sensory-friendly spaces, and they've also hired one of our Goodlife Ambassadors to come talk to them about mobility and communication issues as well. So a lot of just different places around Cleveland are hiring not only the Goodlife Ambassadors, but talking to other organizations about the best way to include everybody.